Hello, this is the Stop Wearing My Clothes podcast, and this is Bravo Banter with Kayla. We're one sister down from our normal episodes, but we get so much more to talk about with the Bravo headlines. Today, I'll be giving you all the Scandoval updates per usual. I will be giving you those updates till there are no more updates to give. Then I want to talk a little bit about Summer House, specifically the Karl and Lindsay of it all, and some Real Housewives thoughts that I haven't really touched on those yet here on Bravo Banter, and I'm excited to do so. This is episode number 59. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit on that little bell for notifications. You can be the very first to see when we have new episodes come out, and we would love the support. Appreciate it. And for any audio podcast listeners out there, if you could rate and review on Apple Podcasts, and then I think you can just rate on like Spotify and all the other ones. We're everywhere. So just give us a thumbs up of any kind on any platform. The support means so much. Be sure to email us at stopwearingmyclothespodcast@gmail.com and or leave a voice message with just a click of a button, and the link is right below. I would love some voice messages for specifically just these Bravo Banter podcasts, just episodes. Because I'm here all my lonesome. I'm usually able to bounce fun ideas and conversations with my sister Amy on the other episodes, so I need you guys. So come through. Again, the link to leave a voice message and be potentially featured on the podcast is right below in the description. Also, be sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Stop Wearing My Clothes Pod and on Twitter at Stop Wearing My. Let's get into the episode. I'm filming this on a Thursday, which means today is the Vanderpump Rules reunion filming day. You're seeing everyone walk into the studio. Ariana has some new brighter platinum blonde hair with a little cut. She's looking better than ever. I can't wait for her to like walk in. I cannot wait to see what she wears. Her sweatsuit of her just going into the studio says 1-800-BOYS. I think that's like the vibe we're going for, and I'm here for it. We also found out, I know we're kind of going back and forth last week, but there's been some developments on how the reunion is going to go down. We weren't sure if both Raquel and Scheana were going to be able to make it, and here's what happened. Raquel and Scheana will both be physically at the reunion, but they'll be filming separate segments because they cannot be within 100 feet of each other. It'll be interesting how they do this, talking about if they even can legally talk about the altercation or about what happened. They might just have to kind of take a step back on that particular issue for this reunion. But Andy Cohen on his stories is going hard, doing little videos with everybody, and I'm living for it. This is my Super Bowl. We know Raquel is going to be there in person because she posted an Instagram story a couple days ago now saying, hey, I'm going to be there. So Lala reposts Raquel's story and says, we can't wait to see you. Tag at Raquel with a little devil emoji. Dead on the ground. Dead. It was just, she's so extra. And even though she could go, especially on the like show as we're watching Vanderpump Rules season 10 right now, I don't fully agree with everything she does and says, but I'm kind of also living for the drama. Another thing is we saw Raquel on a TMZ video this week, randomly outside of like a strip mall nail salon. I didn't even watch the whole thing because it was just like weird to me, but she also mentioned like her intention going into the reunion is apologizing to Ariana to her face. And in the TMZ video, she actually said she called Ariana at some point to say sorry, and it did not go well. I need to be like a bug on the wall for that conversation. I would die. We also get the mid-season trailer for the rest of the season of Vanderpump Rules, and it did not disappoint. We see the footage of them of like the extended season after everything happened. We see all of them come together and finally see the footage that they took extra after Scandoval broke. Why we know that specifically is because of Scheana's bucket hat matches the same one of her heading over to Ariana's house the day this broke, as well as we see some interaction with Ariana and Tom. Basically, Ariana just says she wants him to die, which is like understandable. And we even get like a roar, like a yell out of her. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. They're also talking about some type of open relationship, which is kind of going along with these rumors that Sandoval, Raquel, and Ariana started with a threesome and then just went too far with Sandoval and Raquel. Still up in the air if that really happened. On that TMZ video with Raquel, she denies it. We also see Sandoval gaslighting Ariana, surprise, surprise, and basically saying that like he did this because they only have sex 4 times a year. Sir, maybe she doesn't want to have sex with you because you suck. Like, a woman does not owe you anything. Put actual effort into the relationship and they'll want to have sex with you. It's a two could play this game, and the fact that he's using that and weaponizing it as like, this is the reason why I cheated on you with one of your best friends, he can go suck a dick. Sorry, saying it. Not taking it back. Andy actually posted after, because, you know, he's seen the rest of the season, and this is what he has to say. And it actually, I feel like it means a lot with how much Bravo TV has given us, the iconic moments, the flipping of tables, going to jail, I don't know, all those type of things. This is what he says. He basically said that this is the best Bravo television he has ever seen. So if that doesn't make you excited for the rest of Vanderpump Rules, I don't know what will. Then we did have Jax and Brittany go on Watch What Happens Live, and kind of the main pieces of tea there was Jax said he talks to Schwartz every day, and from Schwartz's mouth told Jax that he knew and he is known for a while, which not a big surprise there, but I like to hear it from more people to more confirm it. And I actually read like an article or meme or something that said that maybe Jax putting that out into the universe, so like Schwartz kind of knowing like, hey, like everyone's saying that you knew, because I think he was going into the reunion that was happening today, because the Watch What Happens Live filmed the night before, possibly trying to lie, saying he didn't know. So maybe Jax just calling him out and being like, yeah, he told me, we talk every day. I'm hoping he maybe just like, tell us the truth. Like, stop sticking up for your boy Scandoval. Like, get better friends. Jax also said that Scandoval has cheated before. Same is kind of similar to what Kristen said, not just Miami Girl, but several other times and just in the recent years. And Brittany actually looked really stunned and looked over at him saying like, wait, what? How do you know this? And that she would have told Ariana if she had known, but I guess Jax didn't tell Brittany. I don't know. They're actually, sorry, try not to like throw up in your mouths for Jax haters, but Jax and Brittany seemed really cute. And I know we keep talking about like Peter Pan syndrome when it comes to the Toms. And I feel like Jax has like finally gotten past that and has really grown and has worked on himself and his relationship and his cute little family. And I just love that for them. So then the last part I want to talk about is Jo. So I spoke on her a little bit last week, is Schwartz live-in girlfriend apparently. And I found out on the Vile Files that Jo is actually was best friends with Kristen Dowdy for like 8 years until just recently. And then Katie Maloney joined the chat, entered the chat, something like that. She commented under a post about Jo and Schwartz. Okay, so it was a post by Real Vanderpump, and it's like kind of like a clickbait, like Kristen Dowdy reveals why she stopped talking to her best friend of 8 years, Jo. Does it have to do with Schwartz? And this is what Katie Maloney says. Jo is spooky. Interesting word. I mean, none of us could stand to be around her. Her energy is on par with a crackhead. But when Tom and I announced our divorce almost a year ago, the last thing she texted me was, Bieber loves you. I love you. And I'm so supporting of your inner thoughts and visions. Live in the moment. You're a gem. And I've always respected you. Love you, XO Jo. And then Katie goes on to say, she is a psycho, and I will also light her on fire with Rachel. So that's Jo. I think that's going to be ever developing. I'm hoping Andy, and there's so much to go over with Scandoval, but I kind of want Andy to call Schwartz out on the Jo situation and get some more information there. Now let's move on to Summer House and Real Housewives tea. We had a new episode of Summer House this week where they had a Studio 54 party, and can I just say Kyle and Amanda are the hottest couple on planet Earth. Like, it takes a really confident guy to wear like purple glitter trouser flare pants with like silver platform shoes, and I loved every second of it. Way back, I mean, Karl looked like a fool. I'm sorry, Karl's was the worst. I did not like his costume, but then also Karma Brown. I request to see Karma once every season. I need her to come back because I already miss her. And to get on more serious topics, I haven't fully gone into Karl and Lindsay and kind of my stance on it, because I don't want to like shit on people who's like happy in a relationship, right? They're still together, they're engaged. Will they get married? I I kind of think no, but I could be wrong. I didn't think they were going to get engaged. I didn't think they were going to last a few months. So who am I to say? But it's just really sad, especially this season and this last episode. It just feels like they're losing themselves in their relationship. Like, Lindsay wanted to go to Montauk so bad, and she kept like looking over to people like, oh, you go to Montauk, like nudging Karl, who is a sober 38-year-old man who doesn't want to go to Montauk in the middle of the night to party. And I think it's just like him being sober. Like, let's talk about Karl individually first. Karl being sober is amazing, and I'm so proud of him for it. I really like Karl. And especially last season, like his like sober summer without Lindsay, he was living his best life. And I miss that Karl. I feel like Lindsay isn't as dear. I know everyone says like Lindsay breeze and the whole summer house cast like attacks, but I think they just all really love and miss Karl, who is a good friend to a majority of the house. Now, when it comes to Lindsay, she's always been a little problematic, but I mean, the one-liners, right? Such good TV. When did you make a sandwich for me? You will not like me when I'm activated. Like, genius. But I just like, she's toning down her sparkle. Like, yeah, she's trying to behave better for Karl, and she's trying to she was sober and is not sober. I think there's like that tension in their relationship, and she's just like putting the relationship before her, and kind of like what, oh my God, it was Paige and Maya, I believe it was, that they were just talking like, that's going to build resentment. Like, yeah, short term, and there's all the butterflies and everything like that. But like once they're married a few years down, things kind of start creeping up. And I know that from experience. I've been married, or how long? I don't even know how long I've been married, but I'm at least with the same guy for over a decade. And that's what happened to us. You know, when you don't deal with stuff, you can push it down as much as you want, but it's always going to pop back up. And thankfully, we've been strong enough to deal with those things, and we're a lot more mature. We got married really young, so we've been able to, as adults, to like kind of handle it. Because when we got married, we basically weren't adults, in my opinion. But I don't know. So that's like, I worry for them. I want them to be happy, and if together makes them the happiest, that's awesome. But it just makes me sad, and I miss it as a viewer. And I think everyone in the house is just taking it hard, and understandably. Let's move on to the Real Housewives. I'm not gonna lie, I am behind a couple episodes on New Jersey. I'm like, there's just so much TV to watch, so little time. And then I'm almost half a season behind on Real Housewives of Miami. I actually just started watching a few months ago, and I just like the old OG ones too, and then with the 7-year time jump. So, I mean, I've watched a lot fast, specifically because of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip that came out today. I really wanted to finish Miami, so I knew like, because I'm up to date on Potomac, Salt Lake City, all those other girls that are going on the show. I'm not fully up to date on New York, but I'm told like not even to watch last season. I haven't finished yet, but I just finished watching the whole episode where we find out Lenny is cheating on Lisa and basically tells her to hit the road with the kids. I have so many opinions on this, and I'm going to go on a rant now. And I know it's maybe old news. People watched this months ago. I'm watching it for the first time. It's fresh. It's real, real fresh. So Lenny and Lisa, she has fought hard for this relationship. They've been married, almost like 20 years or something. And he has the audacity to one day just say, I'm getting divorced. I have a new girlfriend. You and your kids, or you and the kids, I don't know if he said your kids or not, go find a place to live. And then quickly after, she's on vacation one night, he brings the girl over to their house, kicks out the nanny, and the kids are asleep upstairs. I would burn the motherfucking house down if I was Lisa. Like, to get my kids out safely first, but you know what I mean? Like, I would just go full on nuts. Maybe it was smart of her not to go that night. She ended up going the next morning. That's actually like exactly where I stopped watching as of right now. But next week, I'm planning on having all the way caught up so that I can talk to you guys in real time. Because I know, like, I'm pretty sure the reunion's happening. And I'll be also covering Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. But here's, like, the kicker with Lenny. Like I said, I've just watched all of the seasons, even like before the 7-year time jump. and their storyline of trying to have children. And he just pushes and pushes. She's had miscarriages. She ended up having to do IVF several times. Try to think of I haven't been through it myself, but like tried, like what that does to your body, right? And for him to like not even care, he just wants his kids his way, the way and when he wants it. And then she goes through so much turmoil and pain and hurt and suffering to get these kids, and she loves these kids. But then now Lenny's like, bye. So you pressured her and pushed her to have these children no matter what the cost, and then you leave her. Oh my. Probably my most hated Real Housewife husband. I'm thinking about it just to make sure. From what I could think of, yes, I stand by it. So yeah, that was my rant. On a happier note, let's end with Jill Zarin. I know she's not on like TV currently, but I didn't even do a video. I maybe done a video about her once when she was on Real Housewife Girls Trip. Like, I don't know, what was it, like a year ago? And she randomly this last week went on our Instagram and saw and voted. Like, you do those little poll things, and voted on our stories. Jill Zarin is a Real Housewives legend god. Why is she on our page? I don't know. But I was really excited, and I thought if you're watching this and a Bravo fan, you'd be excited too. So that was exciting. And now, like I said, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip is out just today as I'm recording this, and I will be watching those first 3 episodes, and I will be ready to recap on next week's Bravo Banter. We have the new episodes every Wednesday and Friday. On Wednesday, we do reality TV news, Bachelor recaps, and soon-to-be Love is Blind recaps. And Friday, we do Bravo Banter, where we cover all the Bravo TV headlines and Scandoval updates. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit on that little bell for notifications so you can be the first one to see our videos. And follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Stop Wearing My Clothes Pod, and on Twitter at Stop Wearing My. Would love it if you could send us a voice message. Just click on the link in the description with one hit of a button, talk, and you could be featured on our podcast. And we can't wait to hear from you. Also, if you prefer, we have an email. Come say hi, hot takes and questions. It's stopwearingmyclothespodcast@gmail.com. And I'll see you next week.